Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel away and why you can't make me doubt who I am? Is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And
oh God, Jasmine Crockett. Just when we thought that the insufferable privileged ones like Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, and the Serena Williams kind of race baiters were finally getting the message that America is tired of their everlasting racism baiting, in comes Hoodie Jasmine Crockett. The kind of people who make that kind of saying, as in, you can take her out of the hood, but you can never take the hood out of her, really come true. Hello and welcome again to the Edge Politics Podcast. Geopolitical Queen here with today's episode on the race card victimhood from some angry black women in the United States that never seems to have an end. There is no microphone shoved into the face of Jasmine Crockett which she hasn't grabbed to rant about racism where there is no racism. She never discusses any development programs for the people she represents. It is only racism and racism and racism. If this woman hasn't figured out that the angry black woman screaming about racism has run its course, then definitely she has to work 10 times harder to find racism everywhere to excuse her poor job performance. Just take a listen to Megyn Kelly and her guest breaking down some of her silliness.
With the view, if you just change it around, like you said, you flipped it over and a white person was talking about blacks and collective stereotypes, you would have I don't know, they'd be off the air in a nanosecond.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look what happened. So this Jasmine Crockett, she's a representative out of the state of Texas. She went on TV the other night. This is CNN too. And she was responding to the fact that the Trump administration hired in some lower level capacity a guy who had sent out some racially charged tweets about how if you really want things done, you should hire white men. They were not good tweets. So, okay, fine. She can criticize this guy. But listen to the language in which she does it. And you ask me whether anybody could get away with doing this. Exchange the races. A white person talking this way about black commentators. Here it is.
No, it doesn't change my opinion because we saw what he literally recently just posted, and the coddling is for the white boys. That's what's happening right now. I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel away and why you can't make me doubt who I am? Is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. They don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror. Because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who Summer ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans, listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
Okay, just to reiterate. So picture this. Picture a white person sitting there saying, coddling is for the black boys. I'm sick and tired of the black tears. I had to work 10 times harder than any of the black people. I'm sick of these mediocre black boys. It's obviously offensive. It's racist. It's incredibly racially charged. She's so deeply offensive. Total pass. You can talk like that, no problem on CNN, because you're ripping on whites and white men in particular, and because they teed it up with one guy's racist tweet, so you can just go off and be as equal.
You're right. You heard it and you saw it. So what do you think? Just how many bakers does a bakery need? Can perpetual victims like Jasmine Crockett, who have been given the opportunity to represent others in Congress, but rather choose to sit in Congress and on TV stations shouting, ever realize that the Congress rooms and the TV stations are not the usual supermarkets in the ghettos where open boxing always takes place? Can these self-inflicted victims ever learn to be grateful for the opportunities they have been given, albeit all the victimhood they want to exaggerate about? Anyway, kindly leave your comments in the comment section below, and thanks for tuning in. I will be back with the next broadcast. Good day.